Free kick from Kinsella, though. I can't see what's going on. Why is the game showing me this angle? I can't see anything. Zoom in a bit, game. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a Super Swan. And welcome to part 2 of Project Pompey. We have now the phase 2 league games of the season, and we have developed a tactic for Pompey, and we're going with a gegenpress. In 2003, they're not going to know what's hit them. They're going to be like, what is this new system, this new way of playing that everybody's harping on about? And to play gegenpress, we're going with a 4-1-2-1-2 formation. So it's kind of a modified 4-4-2. The fullbacks are going to sort of push up to be the wingers, and Smeaton's going to sort of stay in that little gap to help out with the centre-backs. Sherwood's going to sort of drift around this area to help out with defence if need be, and Amdi Faye's going to be up and down, box to box. He's going to be in there as well. And then we've just got the two strikers, a pressing forward and a complete forward with somebody in behind to help sort of relay the balls out to them. So it is full-on counter-attack with Portsmouth, as we are going to but they've said we're going to finish about 16th in the league, so we need to be a bit of a counter-attack in football. We can't hold on to the ball very well, but we're going to push on as much as we can. And with that system, the first 11 we're going to go for is Hislop in goal, Schemmel, Stefanovic, Zikovic, and Matty Taylor at left-back. Smeaton as the defensive midfielder. He's going to sit in there and sort of absorb all the balls that come into him there. Amdi Faye and Tim Sherwood in the middle. Patrick Berger as the advanced playmaker, and Yakubu and Teddy Sheringham is going to start up front. So our first 2 league games today is against Spurs and Aston Villa. So we'll take a quick look at Spurs first of all. So we've done a bit of a scouting trip of Spurs. Let's have a look at their starting 11s. They've got Casey Keller in goal, Stephen Card, Gary Doherty, Anthony Gardner, Christian Ziege, a former Liverpool left back. I did like him when he was at Liverpool. Apparently he would be a useful signing. He's a lot better than the other wingers we got, but he's just as good as Matty Taylor, so he's not that much better than what we've got. I've got Goran Bujekzovic, that's not how you say that name, Darren Anderton, Jamie Redknapp's gone to Spurs, he's 30 years old now, so he has left Liverpool. He's been there for 1 season already, so this will be his 2nd season in a Spurs shirt, so he hasn't yet retired, but he will be playing in the midfield. And who have they got up front? They got Robbie Keane, a 23-year-old Robbie Keane, who is their best player from what I can see. He was a very lethal finisher for Spurs. I think this is his 2nd season with them. Yeah, it's his 2nd season. Went to Spurs for 7 million, scored 13 goals in the 2002-03 season. So we need to watch out for Robbie Keane. And then we've got Milinko Akimovic and Helder Postiga playing up front. They've got Freddie Canute on the bench for Spurs. I remember him being one of their main attacking threats up front. Surprised he's not starting, but at least they got someone off the bench. They got Mozilla, Rohan Ricketts, a 20-year-old Rohan Ricketts on the bench for Spurs. Bobby Zamora, 22 years old. He did start at I think it was at Brighton first, and then he went to Spurs. But he didn't do much for them. He went on loan a lot. They've only just bought him in this season after scoring 14 goals in the English First Division last season. So they have got Bobby Zamora in there. Gustavo Poyet, 35, so he is approaching retirement. So just before he goes into management, he hopefully will have a couple of more seasons left in him. He is wanted by Marseille and Al Ahly in somewhere, Qatar or Saudi Arabia somewhere. It is Saudi Arabia. And they got Tarico, Gustavo Poyet, Simon Davies, who's Welsh, Canute, Blondel, Sergei Rebrov, he's out on loan. Who's he gone to? Fenerbahce on loan, and Dean Richards on the bench. Can we see who they got in their under-23s? Anybody we recognise? Or Jamie O'Hara is in the Spurs under-23s. He's only 16, but a young Jamie O'Hara is in the game. Lee Barnard, I remember him very briefly. Dean Marnie, 19 years old. He is wanted by a couple of lower teams. Anybody in the under-18s that we recognise? No, nobody in the under-18s. So no Harry Kane. I mean, to be fair, Harry Kane would be about, 8 years old by the time this, I don't know. he doesn't exist anyway, so no Harry Kane for Spurs. But they do have Freddie Canute, Robbie Keane, and Stephen Carr is their best player. Well, these are the best players. Stephen Carr is Spurs' best player right back with £14 million. So we need to watch out for him on the wing. So we've already gone through the squad for the Spurs game, so I'm not going to show it off again. So we will just get the game underway. And we've already changed history as the Arsenal unbeatables, the Invincibles, are no more. They lost to Leeds 3-2 on the opening game of the season. So there is no more Invincibles. They don't exist in this timeline. History is changing already in this save. So we're going to get the game underway with a 4-1-2-1-2 formation. We are away from home, so we do need to be very careful of what we say to the players. So I'm going to say, let's show everyone what we're capable of. We've got nothing to lose. Tell them I have faith in them. Always say you have faith, because tell them I have faith makes the difference. So it is Tottenham against Portsmouth at White Hart Lane in the year 2003. It's the first game of Project Pompey. How are we going to get on? 16 minutes in, I've just shouted get creative. But Smerton clears the ball as far as Teddy Sheringham and Sherwood on the ball. It's Yakubu chasing. He's got the pace. He puts it away. It is 1-0 to Portsmouth in the 17th minute. The first goal of the series. And it's that man Yakubu. Feed the yak and he will score. And it's Tim Sherwood with the ball. He sees the pass. Yakubu runs onto it. And he places it past Casey Keller. And it is 1-0 to Portsmouth. 20 minutes in. We're running high off our goal. But can we hold on to our lead? Smerton on the ball. Abdi Faye finds Schemmel on the right-hand side. Crosses it. Anybody there? Yakubu's there. He almost made it 2-0. Coming up to half-time. Newcastle are 4-0 up against Fulham. I'm not sure why I told you that. I just seen it in the corner. But Spurs with the corner headed away. It's off the line. Off the line before half-time. And yeah, Newcastle are 4-0 up with Nobby Solano and Alan Shearer with the goals. This seems amazing already. Gerrard 1-0 up over Liverpool with him getting the goal over Leicester. But we've played well this first half, so I'm going to give a passionate, things are going well, but you can do even better. Tell them I have faith in them to make the difference, and I'm going to praise the strikers. I can say I'm very happy with the way you are in the final third. Any changes we need to make? Well, I know... well, let's not fix what's not broken. We're 1-0 up against Spurs. We've got 50-50 possession. We've had mostly on most of the shots. So let's see this out for our first 3 points off the save. 55 minutes, goal kick. Casey Keller's going to start. And there's Yakubu pressing him down. Stephen Carr, long ball, finds Robbie Keane. He's one-on-one. And he puts it wide of the goal. He's not quite as prolific as Yakubu, but we are still 1-0 up. Dalmat on the ball, 62 minutes, beats all his man. That's a foul. Zivkovic has fouled him. And I have a funny feeling it's going to be a red card. It is a red card to Portsmouth. It was a clear goal-scoring opportunity, and we are down to 10 men. And I think Smerton is going to unfortunately be the man to make way. But let's have a look at our subs. Who's looking a bit tired? Sheringham's looking a bit tired. He's on 76. His old legs are not what they used to be. I mean, he is, what, 37 years old? So we do need to look after him a bit. So I think what we'll do is we'll move Patrick Berger there. We'll do that. There's a method to my madness here, so stick with me a bit. So Livni Primus is going to come off the bench to come in at centre-back. And we're going to bring on Todorov as a complete forward. So we're going to go a bit more defensive. We're going to keep it cautious, keep everyone behind the ball. So I think what we'll do is we'll go a tad more defensive, bring a few people back. And we will regroup as opposed to counter-press. Because I want us to sort of sit back and defend the lead as we are now down to 10 men. Free kick, Matty Taylor, edge of the area. Primus is there. Abdi Faye with a goal. It is 2-0 to Portsmouth. We've been down to 10 men, but it doesn't matter. 2-0 to Portsmouth in our first game. Matty Taylor whips it in. It's a clearance from Richards, but Andy Fay is the first man there, and it is 2-0 to Portsmouth. I've just praised the team. 75 minutes in, our Spurs going to make their way back in it. Davis crosses it, and it's a header, and they do find a way back. Milenko Akmovic, that's definitely not how you say that name, but they do grab a consolation. It is 2-1, 15 minutes to go. Davis with a cross. It's a header from the winger. Beats everyone, including Hislop in goal. And it's 2-1 to Portsmouth. Free kick from Christian Ziege. And Shaka Hislop clears it off the line and makes a double save. Spurs are going to be coming at us now. They have got the man up on us. But we just need to hang on. Corner. And it's cleared away by the goal scorer, Amdi Fay. And it's cleared off the line. Cleared off the line. Still 2-1. 7 minutes to go. 89 minutes. Ziege again. Ziege's looking threatening. He's looking threatening with those free kicks. But we'll see it out together till full time. 94 minutes. Matty Taylor whips it in. Is there a third goal in this game for us? Or are we going to see it out? Todorov, final whistle. We have started the series with a win, my friends. 2-1 to Portsmouth. Yakubu with the first goal. Amdi Fay with the second. And Akmovic grabbing their consolation. I'm going to give a passionate, I am proud of your performances out there. We've got the first win of the season. We edge our opponents in close encounter. Graham Souness is in charge, I think. No? Why are we hearing from Graham Souness? He's Blackburn manager. Why am I hearing from him? Oh, he's linked with Primus. That's why. You're not having him. Stefanovic makes Portsmouth debut. I'm going to probably issue him a warning. You know, mate, you should have got sent off. But Yakubu grabbing a goal on his debut. And let's have a look at the league table. So looking at the league table, 1 game in and we are in the Champions League places. The board expect us to qualify for the Champions League. I'm still not sure why that is. I hope we don't get sacked if we don't make Champions League. That'll be quite interesting, really. But we'll roll on to the Aston Villa game and we'll hopefully make it 2 wins from 2. We've arrived at the second game against Aston Villa. And we'll take a look at their team. So they've got Thomas Sorensen in goal, Mark Delaney, Olof Melberg, Ronnie Johnson in there for Aston Villa, J. Lloyd Samuel, Mustafa Hadji, Lee Hendry, Gareth Barry, a 22-year-old Gareth Barry in the team for Aston Villa. He's a deep line playmaker, can't play midfield, but Gareth Barry, who'd go on to win Premier League titles with Man City. He's at the moment at Aston Villa, where I think he made his name, to be honest. Hits a 21-year-old Thomas Hitzelsberger. Again, another good player. Darius Vassell and Marcus Orbach up front. Darius Vassell, who the press were praising. They were saying he was going to be a brilliant striker. Even got some England caps. He's starting for Aston Villa up front. But they got Peter Whittingham, Ulises de la Cruz, Juan Pablo Angel, who had a few decent years at Villa. Mark Kinsella, Dion Dublin's in the team. This was before his daytime TV role. I think it was Flog It or something. I don't know. I don't watch daytime TV. But he was on some channel presenting. But Dion Dublin in the team for Villa. Stefan and Luke Moore, who were wonder kids in some of the older FM games. They got a 22-year-old Peter Crouch, who is destined to join Portsmouth, but maybe he won't. Maybe he won't get to Portsmouth, but he's on loan at Villa at the moment. But a 22-year-old Peter Crouch up front. He can also play centre-back, according to this, but primarily up front. Can play target man and a poacher. We'll see how Peter Crouch's career develops. Bosco Balaban and Peter Enkelman in goal for them as well. Let's have a look. Have they got any interesting under 23s? Gary Cahill, a 17-year-old Gary Cahill, still playing today for Chelsea in the year 2019, although I think he is retiring at the end of the season. But a 17-year-old Gary Cahill, will he be as good as he is in real life? Wayne Henderson, let's have a look. Troy Deeney, a 15-year-old Troy Deeney, currently at Watford. He's in the box at Aston Villa at the moment. Get he break from their youth team? Anybody else? Gabriel Bonahor, 16 years old. Doesn't look that good, but, he's got the pace. And will he go on to have a career? He stayed at Aston Villa's whole career. Will that be the case in this series? Under 18s? Nobody we recognise, really. So the best players they've got is Olof Mellberg at the back, Gareth Barry in the midfield, and Darius Vassell up front. And our team, only a couple of changes for Portsmouth. Leaving Primus comes in as we had that sending off from Zivkovic. And Yakubu did pick up a knock, so he only makes the bench. But Todorov is going to step in as the pressing forward. Can we make this 2 wins from 2 on camera? They've gone for a 4-4-2. Sorensen, Delaney, Mellberg, Ronnie Johnson and J. Lloyd Samuel, who's their star player, according to the game. Hitzelsberger, Barry, Kinsella and Hadji, and the all-star strike partnership of Darius Vassell and Allback. So I'm going to give a calm, show me what you can do. I believe you have what it takes. Always tell them they have what it takes. Gives them that bit of faith. But we are going into this game at home at Fratton Park against Aston Villa. An all-Premier League tie. Can we get our second win of the season? Corner from Matty Taylor, 12 minutes in. But it's headed away. Allback's chasing it down for Villa though. Lumps it upfield. Vassell's beating his man. Vassell against Shaka Hislop. And he puts it wide of the goal. Big chance for Villa. 14 minutes in, but we do get a corner off the back of it. Matty Taylor, Sheringham's there. Teddy Sheringham at the back post, almost making it 1-0 Portsmouth. 25 minutes in, it's a goal kick. Stefanovic lumps it, long ball at the top. Todorov picks it up though. Todorov, it's a save from Sorensen, but can he recycle it? He keeps it on, but it's going to go up for a throw. Another big chance in this game to try and take the lead. But Sheringham with a free kick. Steps up. Deflected. Patrick Berger. Where's the chance? Primus. We played it back. It's okay though. Berger. Tim Sherwood. To Smerton. Finds Matty Taylor. He's got loads of room. Can he cross it? No. Oh, don't tell me that's the highlight. I was wanting a Teddy Sheringham free kick stunner. But Primus, long ball, tries to find Todorov. Cleared away. And it's a bit scrappy, very back and forth between these two teams. Both teams losing the ball quite frequently. But Taylor again crosses it. Teddy Sheringham! Teddy Sheringham with a goal! A 37-year-old Teddy Sheringham gets his goal. It's his debut season for Portsmouth. Age is just a number, my friends. Sherwood finds Matty Taylor. Love him on the left-hand side. Crosses it. I was going to say header, but first time shot in the box between the defence, and the experience of Sheringham makes it 1-0 to Portsmouth. Coming up to half time, we've dominated the possession, but Villa have had more shots. But we are very much a counter-attacking team, so we are going to absorb the shots and then break out and try and get something for ourselves. But I'm going to give another calm. I'm pleased how things are going. Keep it up. I'm not going to change what's not broken. Can we get a second goal in the second half? 48 minutes throw in. Has the team talk made a difference? Can we get that second goal? Patrick Berger, we can! We can get that second goal! It's Teddy Sheringham again! Patrick Berger with a cross and Teddy Sheringham with his second goal of the game. Teddy is running the show up front. He don't matter if he's 37 years old. He is still scoring goals. Lovely header from him. And it is 2-0 to Portsmouth. Free kick from Kinsella though. I can't see what's going on. Why is the game showing me this angle? I can't see anything. Zoom in a bit, game. But I know Villa had about 3 shots and none of them went in. That's the main thing. But Kinsella with a cross. Can he clear away? We can. Hitzelsberger and Sheringham again involved in the play, clearing the ball. Still 2-0 Portsmouth. But it is a corner. Villa cross it. Darius Vassell heads it over the bar. I am thinking about making some subs. So I think 61 minutes. Let's have a look at the team. Sheringham's on 79%. He is going to lose stamina quickly. He is 37 years old. We got to think about that. Schemmel's on 76% and on a booking. but we haven't got any real right-back replacements for him, which, like I say, we can't make any transfers until January. And that's the same for all the teams. We've all got the same squads as we started. So Schemel's going to have to stay on, I think. But anybody underperforming? Sherwood's on a 6.7. Might bring on Quashie for him, just to freshen things up in the midfield. But we're still 2-0 up, and we're looking very good for our lead. Although Villa have been threatening. They have had the few chances. Maybe even a bit unlucky, I would say. Because they've had 3 half chances, 1 clear-cut chance, and hit the woodwork. And we've had the 3 shots on target and scored 2 goals. So we have been a bit fortunate. But J. Lloyd Samuel to Thomas Hitzelsberger. Link it up on that left for Villa. They're keeping the ball. They're hopefully going to try and do something with it. But long ball to Hitzelsberger. Crosses it. Finds Orbach. They do get one back. And Marcus Orbach with that goal for Aston Villa. We need to make sure we guard against complacency. As much as we took a 2-0 lead, there are ways back into this game. And Villa have grabbed one back. And they do put it in the back of the net. 2-1 to Portsmouth, but Villa have got to go back. And we have a kick-off highlight. Oh, this is never a good sign. It's for us. But Quashie comes on, long ball to find Sheringham. He ain't got the legs to chase onto the balls. Which is why I don't think we'll ever make him a pressing forward, because he ain't got the legs for it. But Hadji on the right for Villa. Long ball over the top. All back again. And Shaka Hislop off the line makes a save. It is all Aston Villa now, but they've looked threatening all game. We just need to hang on for another 3 points. 69 minutes in, and it's Matty Taylor on the ball for Portsmouth. Finds Amdi Faye, tries to find Todorov. Todorov's through. Oh, it's a good block from the defender. It's off. Oh, it's going to be Melberg, of course it is. All off Melberg with the save. Still 2-1, but we do have the free kick. Patrick Berger, Primus tries to get there. And Lee Hendry on the counter. It is very much back and forth in this game. And Lee Hendry wins the ball back. He's beaten all the men, but Smerton does eventually win the ball back. And we are now back in possession. Sheringham going to find Matty Taylor. Taylor comes inside a bit. Finds Todorov. Lovely ball. Oh, it is a goal. I was going to say it deserved a goal. And Slaveslav Todorov gets his first goal of the season. 3-1 to Portsmouth. We are on for 2 wins from 2 in our first 2 games of the season. It's a lovely ball by Matty Taylor. Sorensen makes the first save, but Todorov with a header. Couldn't stop that. It is 3-1 to Portsmouth. And I'm going to make some subs. So who do we have? We have Sheringham's on 74%. I think I'll bring Yakubu on for him and swap them 2 round, make Yakubu the pressing forward. Who else is looking a bit tired out there? Schemmel is looking tired, but I really don't have anyone to play right back. Primus, you're playing right back. You're playing right back. We're going to bring Dazoo on, so we're going to make all our subs. We just need to hang on for 15 minutes, and we've managed to get all 3 points from Aston Villa. But they do get a throw in. It is not all said and done yet. Hitzelsberger to J. Lloyd Samuel, crosses it. Dazoo clears it as far as Lee Hendry. And Primus has picked up a knock. My right back has picked up a knock. And I've made all 3 subs. Hitzelsberger's there. I don't have a right back. I don't have a right back. Where is he? My right back's pulled up. Oh, he might be there, but he didn't do much. But it's 3-2 now. And Delaney finds Hitzelsberger. I'm not sure where Primus is meant to be. I think he's at number 2. But it's 3-2 now. I need to stop thinking ahead of myself, because I thought we were going to win all 3 points. And they've come back into the game. So it has been a very entertaining game. But as long as we get 3 points from it. But Primus, long ball, finds Todorov. Can you get 2? Oh, that nearly went out for a throw. that nearly went out for a throw. But it's okay. We've won the corner, so it was deflected. It was deflected. But Nigel Quashie crosses it in. It's a header, but Thomas Sorensen with the save. End-to-end stuff at Fratton Park, and we have another highlight. I would say a draw is probably deserved, but being a little bit biased, seeing as I'm a Portsmouth manager, I'd rather us win 4-2 than 3-3 if we're going to get another goal. But Primus, he is there. He is at right back. Do what he needs to do. But, tries to find him. Is intercepted. Barry finds Peter Whittingham. Tries to find Hitzelsberger, but Stefanovic is there. Mopping up for Primus as he's out of position. I do need to find a right back in January. But Berger finds Andy Fay, scored in the first game. Finds Matty Taylor. Can he cross it? He does. Patrick Berger makes it 4-2. And that will seal all 3 points. I hope. I pray it seals all 3 points. Very back and forth, but we have been very clinical in this game. Matty Taylor again making the difference. Cuts it back for Patrick Berger. And it is 4-2 to Portsmouth. And hopefully, that's going to make it 2 wins from 2. 5 minutes injury time, but it's nearly over. So we might as well see this all out together. But yeah, very good start from the boys. Maybe this is gegenpressing. These teams just don't know how to work it out. Like I say, we're in 2003. Gegenpress is not a thing. So they're like, oh my god, all these people being thrown at us all at the same time. They can't cope. And we are 4-2 winners. Well done to the boys. And Portsmouth take their chances. Livney Primus is out for 2 days. That's fine. Sheringham impresses for Portsmouth. You were superb in front of goal. And that, my friends, leaves us in 3rd place in the league. 2 games gone. Only 2 games, but don't matter. We're 2nd in the league. Although United are on a goal difference of 11. They've played 2 games. How can they be on a goal difference of 11? Oh, that'll be why. They hammered Charlton 5-0 and Fulham 6-0. Kleberson scored a hat-trick. Kleberson scored a hat-trick. A team with Cristiano Ronaldo in it. He didn't even score. And Kleberson scored a hat-trick. So, there's Ronaldo for everybody who's interested. Cristiano Ronaldo, 18 years old. He's just got his move to United. Still hasn't scored for them yet. But is he going to be as good as he was in real life? Is Messi in the game? He is, you know. Leo Messi, 16 years old, with £850. Does look quite good, mind, at 16 years old. He's a hot prospect, so he hasn't broken through at Barcelona. Again, is he going to make that breakthrough? Is he going to make that breakthrough in this game and become the legend that he is in 2019? But for now, we're in charge of Portsmouth. Let's not worry about Messi. Maybe we'll try and sign him down the line. Imagine a team with Ronaldo and Messi in it. Unbelievable. But there we are. 2 games in, my friends. 3rd place in the league. And we will come back for the Newcastle United games, I think. So, 2 big teams. We can have a look at their big players and see how we get on against the big boys. So we're only going to miss out on about 4 games, which is Leeds, Middlesbrough in the Carabao Cup, Blackburn Rovers and Liverpool. So you're going to miss out on those games, but we're going to come back for Newcastle United at home at Fratton Park before a very tricky tie at Old Trafford against Man United, where we go up against Roy Keane, Scholes, Van Nistelrooy, Gary Neville, Ryan Giggs. Is Giggsy in the game? I haven't seen him. Oh yeah, he is there. 29 years old. Yeah, he's a pretty solid player, isn't he? So we're going to come back for Newcastle and Manchester United. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2019 content. We upload Project Pompey every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. And tune in next time for Aston Villa. Not Aston Villa, we beat Aston Villa. We beat them in this game. Tune in for Newcastle and Manchester United. Thank you very much for watching.